until the world. I'm gonna sing down under the water until the world. I'm gonna sing and I'm gonna sing until the world.
Hi everyone, so I am here right now. I'm about to get ready to do another birthday client's outfit. This week is Black Friday week. Hopefully I can get this video out to you guys probably by tomorrow maybe. However, so I'm working on a client's birthday outfit, and I've been spending a lot of time this week because I don't know if you know, but I do custom wear, but I also do some boutique ready wear items too for my girls that usually have somewhere fast to go. And I mean, I just kind of like the boutique aspect as well. So I've been getting a lot of inventory in this week and just been trying to organize life, get a lot of my marketing tactics together, trying to work on my website by myself to save as much money as possible. And now we're taking a little break from that side and going back to the custom side, and we're going to be doing a dress that's based on the Nikita Dragon dress. So here's our fabric. It's gorgeous. So this is the fabric, is sheer. She wanted it sheer. Initially, she wanted rhinestones. I'll put the original Nikita Dragon dress in so you can see. But this is the fabric. I love it, love it, love it. And we got another Nikita Dragon dress too. Maybe I can fit both in one video, or maybe just make 2 videos. I'll probably make 2 videos. But let's just kind of get started on this one. So hopefully at this point you've seen what the Nikita Dragon dress looks like. The way I'm thinking about tackling it is to do it like a regular scoop neck dress with one sleeve, and then just add my cutouts on the mannequin, and then add the detachable the no shoulder sleeve on the other side. And then we're going to do like a little thong with some of the sequin attached along the strap. So let's get started. I'm about to get her measurements out and start cutting it out. Since the cutout is just how I normally cut it out dress, I'll just show you after I cut it out. Okay, I'm back. So this client ended up buying, that I made the gold dress for, she ended up buying 2 dresses. Both were designed based off of the Nikita Dragon dress. This one is a black dress, and it kind of has like fringe on it. So let me show you guys the fringe. It's all mesh. So she's a little risque, but here's our fringe here, and I could put the link down below for where I ordered the fringe from. But I'm pretty much going to use my mannequin for most of this dress, since it is stretch mesh, and her measurements are about the same as the mannequin. The only difference is her hips are about 4 inches wider than a mannequin, but that's all fine and dandy since it's stretch mesh. Okay, so I'm gonna get started. I'm gonna be doing a lot of pinning and everything as if I'm draping on the mannequin. Okay. Okay, so after I pull it off the mannequin, I kind of just fold it in half so that I can make sure, like, things like this are going on. I want to make sure that I have it even. I'm going to go in and make sure I clean this up. That's our dart, but it's going to turn into a full seam. And I'm going to do that again to the back. I only did one of the bust cups on the mannequin, and then I just went in and cut it out so that those were already even. And then after I make sure that everything is even, then I'm going to start stitching all my seams together. I'll put it back on the mannequin and show you guys what it looks like then. Okay, so now I just cut my seams in there. And normally I would need to use each of these pieces to create another piece and add some seam allowance in each piece. But since it stretches and I made it just a tad bigger than what the mannequin and her measurements are, then I'm just gonna let it be what it is. But if you did need the seam allowance, you would need to take each piece and add the seam allowance to each piece. But I'm not gonna be doing that. And those are our seams. They're not exact, but this is what's gonna do. So this is after I opened everything up. And now I'm about to just go in. I'm gonna start with this seam here. Then I'm going to attach this one, and then I'm going to do these, and then I'm going to attach the top half to the bottom half, and then do our bra cups, and then attach the bra cups, and then I'll do the back last. Okay, so this is my serger. I have to rethread a couple of threads. Not these. Threads. Now, one of my biggest mistakes that I do when I'm working with so many pieces like this, making sure, and especially with mesh, because since both sides are right sides technically, making sure that I do the right side and the wrong side for all the seams the same. Then I have to go in and recut everything out. And then I just kind of check, since it's stretch, I wanted to make sure it's stretched. Remember, the vertical side is not the side that stretches as much. Again, the seam allowance also helps too with matching the pieces up. It gives you a little bit more space. But we got so much room for error when stuff stretches, which is why I really love working with stretch fabric. triangle pieces in. So this is our bottom. The bottom of the skirt part. And these get trimmed with the fringe. So now we're going to do the top piece. Okay, that's our curve. So one little tip that I have with doing a curve on the serger is once we get to the point where the curve starts turning, I kind of just lift the foot up and readjust it, do a little bit of a stitch, lift it up again, and just constantly readjust it. Sometimes it works out, sometimes I have to take it out, try again. It's just a hassle. But I think I've gotten a lot better at it, so. Yay, we are getting somewhere. And I'm going to Mexico again for a friend's birthday in a week. So I'll be putting together a lot of swimsuits. So if you guys have any requests for any of the swimsuit patterns that you want covered, I can do that then. If you just want to see some of the fits that I'm going to make myself, I can get that for you too. Oh, and I have been appreciating the support, and a lot of you come to my Instagram and my DMs and let me know how great you guys think I'm doing. I'm trying. I haven't been so great this past year with the YouTube videos, but hopefully I can get a little bit better coming in 2021. Curves in there, and now we're just going to attach the top to the bottom. Now we will use pins a little bit for this one because we want our seams to match up. So we got a seam right here that we want these to match, so we're going to pin that. It's supposed to look like they're continuous seams, and we do want this to match our point. So we're going to pin that right there. It's probably going to come out though. I'm going to take the pin out once we get to that part. And then we're going to pin our other little seam. Okay, now we're going to start attaching this to this. And then we'll sew our bra cups together. And I'm contemplating putting some underwire in there. So we'll see once we get to that part. If the underwire is about the same shape as the cup that I cut out already. If not, I have some boning. So we did kind of miss a little bit of a spot with that point. I'm just gonna pin it. So you see, and again, this gets trimmed with the fringe. So let's work on these bra cups and then we'll attach that. So I have 4 pieces of the top piece just because I did not want to have to hem. So I just did 2 layers. So that means when I serge the top piece of that, I'm going to flip them and then attach it to the next piece. Just need to make sure that these two are mirror image. So they got to be this way. Okay, so these are mirrored. Now I'm going to serge the top of that one. Okay, so now just pick the little triangle pieces out. Okay, and these are our bra cups. So now I'm going to attach it to that first piece of the dress that we stitched together. I love it. But you see what I said when I sewed 2 layers together, so I did not have to hem this piece. I didn't want to have to hem it. Awesome. Okay, so this is what we got so far before I add the fringe. So I did mess up one thing. Oh, I had to put straps on. And I'm going to put boning under here. I messed up one thing I forgot. There's back seams here. It's supposed to be like a seam here and a seam in the back with the fringe. But I'm not going to go back in and put the seams. I'm just going to add the fringe, since they go over the seams anyway for the most part. And then I'm going to do a regular stitch down the back of this, and we're going to leave a bit of this open, since when we add the fringe around the bottom, it doesn't stretch, so we do want to be able to walk. So yeah, so I'm about to do the straps now. I'm just going to make some regular straps, maybe about 1.5 inches thick, or maybe 1 inch thick, and it's going to go over from the top to the bottom. Okay, so now our straps are sewn to the back. I didn't hand sew these front pieces because I wanted hand sew them, so I didn't sew these front pieces down. So this is wide open. So this is our back seam. I'm not gonna put a zipper in only because it stretches and I think she can shimmy on up. But I am gonna throw a straight stitch down, straight down the back. And then I'm gonna leave a little bit open in the bottom for like a split. And then I'm gonna go back in and fold. So if this is the stitch, I'm going to fold it like this and throw another stitch down. So it'll be 3 straight stitches. And vertically, again, remember it doesn't stretch as much, which is perfect because it's okay to do my straight stitch. Otherwise, if it really stretches a lot and it's mini and she keeps pulling down, it's likely that it'll start snapping when she's wearing the dress. And I do want my stitch to be about 1/2 inch straight down. So I'm going to do a little back stitch first. And then we're going to do a forward stitch. And we're doing just enough. Okay, so we are on the final steps. Right now I'm just throwing a straight stitch. I'm trimming the bottom of the skirt, and then I'm gonna put it back on the mannequin and get my trims together for the rest of the dress. And we actually have a little bit of trim that comes across here, so I'll probably just go ahead and do that while I'm doing this. So I'm very happy with the way that it's coming out. It's so cute. Okay, so the bottom is trimmed. I'm gonna go ahead and trim the top piece too. I did put boning. Hopefully you guys can see. I put some boning in here, but I only put it at the bottom of the cups. Oh, the strap came off, but it looks good on a mannequin. So, because the underwire that I have is not right. It wasn't perfect. So I had to go ahead and just put the boning. I didn't have to put anything, but I wanted to just have the boning. And I liked it because it kind of made it darker in that space. So that's kind of cute too. Okay. So I thought I was going to hand stitch the front of the straps that attach to the cups. But since we're lining it with the trim, I'm going to go ahead and throw it underneath the trim and just hit it with one stitch. So I'm going to go ahead and pin the trim back on here and then come back. Okay, so far as here's what we got. So that's the fringe over the boobs. Love it. We got some more fringe here. So now we're just gonna pretty much just pin the rest of the fringe on. I know that there's some that comes along here and some that goes down here. And then we're gonna see what we could fit in the back.